world class was conducted by Professor Elena Zarva, and I want to give you a few ideas which you have to remember after the masterclass. So yesterday's presentation consisted of 7 parts. Elena Zarva started with the introduction. After that, she gave us a concept of data science and how data science is linked to official statistics and other measures of science. After that, we have known about microdata data preprocessing with the using technique of R packages. The 4th part was about statistical matching. After that, we spoke about random forest methods. After that, about bi-cluster analysis, and the last part was tasks for the workshop. So, quick recap. Few slides from yesterday's presentation. I hope everyone remembers that data science is connected to statistics, data mining, machine learning, and everything should work in the system. Also, you should know and remember that statistics is the discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and preparation of massive data. And data science provides solutions for the preparation, processing, and interpretation of structured and unstructured data using data mining techniques, including such things as coding, processing missing data, outliers, analysis, interpretation, and so on and so forth. Wait a second. I have technical problem. I'm back. Actually, Professor Elena Zarva gave us the entire set how to process the research. We start from collecting data. After that, we have to preprocess it to check missing data, outliers. Also, after that, you can enrich data by the procedure of statistical matching, find some hidden knowledge by random forest, and use by cluster analysis. Few words about preprocessing data. As you remember, Professor Zarva gave us the entire steps how to do with what to do to work with data. So you have to load data, fill missing values, calculate descriptive statistics, and so on and so forth. Also, really important knowledge we had yesterday that data could be missing at random and not at random. And there are 4 methods to replace missing values. First method, we can remove data which is missing. The second method, we can replace missing values with generated indicators such as average or median. Third method is to replace values based on correlation variables. And the 4th method is using the technique of nearest neighbor. Also, remember about really important procedure, statistical matching. This procedure allows us to use 2 big data bases and enrich one database with the information of other. Of course, you have to do a lot of preparation work to harmonize common variables and to do it really, really carefully, but the results are really, really great. Random forest method we spoke about yesterday can solve 2 problems, a problem of classification and problem of regression. We will speak about random forest a bit later, but the main idea that random forest used the ensemble of decision trees. And the last part was about bi-cluster analysis, which is used to simultaneous clustering of blocks in 2 dimensions, a large data set with fuzzy cluster boundaries, where only some variables are cluster forming. So after that, we went to a task for workshop, and I guess it's time to switch to the discussion our works. Okay, I have to switch to my presentation. Okay, 1 second. I also made my homework and prepared the presentation about using random forest method. And I will show you it. So I want to tell you about my small work, which is made as a result of yesterday's masterclass and really connected to my thesis topic. I will go into speak about application of random forest method in the study of macroeconomic factors at regional level and studying informal employment in Russia. My thesis work is about informal employment. By the way, I have to mention that my supervisor is Professor Elvira Dubravsky, and we work on this topic. And topic is really important. According to information made by International Labour Office, informal employment is a problem which is important to all of the countries. You can see on the map that all of the countries, depending on the color, have starting from 20 to more percent people employed informally. The definition of informal employment is really complicated, but it's not the topic of today's discussion. I will put it in really simple words that informal employment consists of employment in informal sector and informal employment in formal sector. And I'm going to tell you about today's study. We took the indicators which characterize regions of Russia. By the way, I have to mention that there are 85 regions in the Russian Federation, and all of them describe the regions from social, economic, and macroeconomic point of view. And the effective indicator was share of informal employment. We made the database, and after that, used random forest method. But the initial stage was to study this group subjects, divide the region to 3 groups. The first group was the group, their share of informality was up to 20%, the second group from 20 to 30, and the third group over 30%. After that, there was an estimation of the classification error, and according to the graph, you can see how the coefficient of error classification went. So the classification consisted of 100 trees, and it was 70% of original population. Here, given few examples of the decision trees. So you can see on the top of the tree is the labor income, and also you can see the leaves and branches of the tree, and by such examples we can find the hidden connections between the informal employment and indicators. After that, we checked the significance of predictors on 100-point scale. And it happened that not all of the indicators which were supposed to be important are really connected to informal employment. So the most important indicators are gross regional product, wage, income, and share in such type of activity as agriculture and education in the structure of GDP. After that, there was regrouping of regions based on the knowledge we gained from the random forest method, and it's a bit different from the initial grouping. And it's really important because this grouping is made on information which is not visible by direct methods. I guess it's it. And I want to add that this work is really important for scientific purposes and also for official statistics, because you know that statistics is the instrument of conducting, and government should be provided by information which is updated and use it for decision making in social and labor regulation, for example. So I hope you liked my presentation. And I forgot to tell you about the part of prediction. It's really important part. We made a prediction, and putting the long story short, it worked. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Elvira. And we have got one more volunteer that one moment, Elvira Zarova will give her comments.
Morning, dear colleagues. We've got a presentation of the volunteer, and she did the home task, and we see that it's brilliant home task, because brilliant work, because it was really by the task and with using the methodology which we presented yesterday. And we would like to hear and to see the presentation, because it is very good work by our workshop.
Okay. Our volunteer is Marijoy Lopez. I think she's here.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Miss Marijoy Lopez Relente. I think you can share your screen.
Okay.
Let's find the volunteer.
If there is any other volunteers, you may. Okay, I'm going to allow the chat box, so you may write us a private message in the chat box. Okay. So the mic is yours, Miss Marijoy Lopez Relente.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, I was just able to answer task 1 of the workshop. So I'll just present here my answer to task number 1. So our first task is to use the random forest methodology to classify APEC countries according to the indicator GDP per capita PPP, constant 2011 international dollar. Use any indicators from the list with explanation as factor variables and compare the average characteristics of country groups including the Philippines and Russia. So the first step that I did together with my colleague, Sir Jared Mendoza, who is also here in the workshop, is to establish the grouping according to the GDP per capita PP constant 2011 international dollar, since the random forest methodology is a supervised learning method. So we need to assign first the classes for each of the countries. So what I did is to look at first the histogram. So this is the histogram of the GDP 2011 grouping. And as we can see in the histogram, there are few extremely low GDPs and few extremely high also GDPs. So what we did is to just classify the countries according to the upper 30% GDP, the middle 30% GDP, and the lower 30% GDP, just like what Elena a while ago had mentioned. So after establishing the grouping, what we did is we create the data partitioning for the 21 observations, since we only have 21 APEC countries in the Asia Pacific. So we actually use a command, create data partition, because the command anti-join was not working. So we just searched for a command for creating a data partition, but the algorithm was still the same. It partitions the data into 70% for training and 30% for the testing data set. So here's the result of the partitioning. So 70%, there are 17 observation, the 30% contains 4 observation. And as we can see in the training data set, the classes are as follows. So we have 5 for class A, 7 for class B, and 5 for class C. And for the testing data set, we have 1 for class A, 2 for class B, and 1 for class C. Then we proceed now to the modeling part. So in the data set, what we just considered are the this variables. So we have the population growth rate, the labor force, unemployment, age dependent, CO2, mobile, HDI, or the Human Development Index, life expectancy, and adjusted carbon and CPI. And the groupings are here. So we have 5 for class A, 7 for class B, and 5 for class C. So what we subject in the modeling will be just the training data set. So using the command taught to us by Ma'am Elena, so we use the random forest. It is in the library random forest. So you need to install this first before you can run this command. So here's the outcome for the first module. So the error rate was 70. So out of bag error rate was 70.59%. So that means that there's a high error, or we actually have high misclassification for the classes. So for example, in this case, out of 5 that belongs to class A, 4 was predicted on class B, and 1 was predicted in class C. For class B, so there are 7 observations for class B. So 4 were predicted for class B. So this is a correct classification, but 3 were misclassified. And as well as, so we have a very high misclassification rate. So what I did is, as to model again, so I used the M-try, which is the number of variables tried at each pleat. This is also in the handout. So the misclassification rate was still 70%. So what I did is to try again another model. So I've come up with this model, RF3, so which has an error rate of 64.71%. And as you can see here, the misclassification is still high, but the error rate was already lower than the 2 models. And then this is the decision tree. So I don't know the program for the how to create the image for the decision tree, but this one was the first split, age dependent. So split point, if age dependent is 49.52, it will be in status 1. And then second split will be for unemployment, CO2, mobile, adjusted carbon, and so on. And then now that we have the model, we need to validate the model in the test set. So for the test set, we only have 4 observations. And as you can see here, using the model, we have predicted 50% of the classes. So it predicted correctly for class A, so AA, but in this case, for country number 8, it was classified as C, and for country number 9, it was classified as A. So we only have 50% accuracy. And these are some just descriptives for the variable importance and the Gini coefficient. So the higher the Gini coefficient, the more that variable is important in the prediction. So we have here HDI, life expectancy, CPI, and so on. And then for the final classification, so what we did here is to predict the classes for the actual data set. So this is the 21 countries, and these are the predicted classes. So as you can see, there are two countries that were misclassified, but I think the model is already good because it was able to predict these classes. So somehow about 80% of the countries. And for the comparison of the groups, this is the actual. So Russia is included in class A, Philippines is included in class B. So here are some of the means, mean population, growth rate, and then the GDP. For the predicted, so this is the comparison. So that's all. I think, Mamara.
Hi, so yeah, thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. We are looking for more volunteers. If you want to share your work, just any task that you have finished, it's okay. So please message us. But I'm going to give the mic to Dr. Elena for some comments. So again, if you want to share your presentation with us, please leave a message here in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the presentations of our volunteers. I think we should appreciate this work, and we have exchanged knowledge. It is very important. These two works have added our methodology of our workshop, and it is the additional information and additional knowledge, and it is very important and useful for all of us. And I think we can cooperate in sphere of research on the basis of data science methodology, and we would glad to cooperate with students or specialists and to exchange our knowledge, our practice, and it will be very useful and positive for the development of our universities, of our organizations and our countries. Thank you very much for your presentations and for the organization. It is really very, very, very positive. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your comments, Dr. Elena. Again, if you want to share your work, you may approach us. By the way, I am going to pass the mic to Marlene. Marlene, are you here?
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, I also want to thank you for these great presentations. I was really impressed. Very well done. I've learned a lot. I just Googled one of the functions that was used, and I think I will use it next time too. Yeah, for the next, so also I want to encourage you, if anyone wants to present, please write us. If not,
you may also, some of the participants might also have some reactions. They are very much welcome. If you have some reactions to the presentation just concluded a while ago. There. By the way, we have, I think, do we have a guest speaker, Dr. Maria?
Yes. Yes. Can we give the word?
Yes. We're going to present to you our guest speaker for today, Marlene.
Yes, our guest speaker for today is Dr. Sergey Musikhin, the department head in the Analytical Center by Moscow City Government and is also an ISI regular member. Dr. Sergey, you have the mic.
Hello. I know Elena Zarova for more than 10 years. I want to thank you, Elena Zarova, for inviting me to this workshop. I hope that for many of you, this workshop opened new knowledge and you received good practical skills in using modern methods of combining and harmonizing microdatabases of population surveys and statistical indicators for countries. I'm sure that the improvement of this area of knowledge will make it possible in the future to obtain and coordinate statistical information on the social economic situation of the population of the countries. The seminar was a continuation of the World Statistic Day motto, connecting the world with data we can trust. Thank you, Elena Zarova, for organizing this event. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your reactions and comments. Okay. Can we maybe give the mic to the host, Marlene and Ryan?
yeah, thank you all. So as we don't have new volunteers right now, maybe let's ask you again, does any one of you want to give feedback to the workshop? Any one of the participants? Maybe I start. Like, I really learned a lot. Thank you to all speakers. I can use much you told me, and I'm very glad for this also very practical workshop. Rianne, do you have feedback?
I totally agree with you, Marlene. I learned new things. I learned new functions or codes that I can use in R, especially dealing with official data. Okay, so for those who wanted to share their comments or their impression, or you want to say something about our training workshop, you are free to speak.
Okay, hello.
Please don't be shy.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, please.
Yes, we can hear you.
If you're going to speak, please also say your name and then your affiliation.
Yeah, okay. I'm Siddiqur Rahman. So I'm doing my PhD under the scholarship from Norway. Right now I'm in Thailand under Faculty of Medicine. But I'm a statistician, of course. But I'm doing some epidemiological study. So I'm planning to use machine learning techniques for predicting the disease outcome associated with some risk factors. But still now I did not start. Just I finished my first objective. So that is about like social determinants of health, and I published that paper. It will come out soon. So turn back to this training workshop. Yeah, it was really nice to learn many things as far as the economic point of view, like the data science can be applied as, in fact, as huge application. In fact, all all study subject, but especially I got a new knowledge like the COVID-19 situation. Maybe I can use this parameter you talk about, like the health index, or maybe the socioeconomic status index, or the GDP, everything. So vulnerability index, maybe I can construct, or it will help me to construct the vulnerability index correlating with the COVID-19 infection rate. So the data science will help me a lot. So I'd like to express my sincere gratitude and thanks all the organizer, ISI, and especially the Elena Jarova, who spoke a very wonderful speech last day, and I enjoyed a lot. But I did not finish my assignment due to I had an exam in the morning, so I did not touch. But maybe it will help me a lot. In a nutshell, the workshop is very important. So hope to see you all maybe in the upcoming days. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Raman, Siddhikar Raman. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Any other volunteers? From the YS, Gahendra, do you have, are you here with us? So any other feedback?
Anyone who wants to say something,
about,
please don't be shy.
Okay, how about we will play some video first, and then after that we'll hear some of your feedback. Okay, so Adi, please play it.
YSSE is the Young Statisticians Group in ISI, which was established in 2010.
there. So thank you so much for your comments that we have received during our registration process. So thank you so much for that. Where are the hosts? I think we do we have some more feedbacks? If none, we're going to proceed with the closing ceremony and the picture taking later. So if we do not have any other feedbacks, but we already saw your feedbacks from the Google form.
Okay, so I guess if you are shy to speak virtually, I guess they can write their feedback on the
Okay,
comment box, right, Mara?
yeah, yes. Someone said that my microphone doesn't work, so I will put my feedback here. Yes, please. It's very much welcome. Thank you. So from Agung Andiohaya. So please also write your affiliation and your country so we can recognize you if it's okay with you. So while waiting for messages, any other messages? Oh, let's have some announcement while waiting for a message.
One moment.
I'm going to share some of the announcements.
So, yeah, here are some announcements for you. So, as we said yesterday, and I think already as we sent you via email, all recordings will be on our YouTube channel. So here is the link. And of course, everyone, if you wish to receive a certificate of completion, you can receive it, but you have to satisfy the following requirements. So you have to produce the output using this link, and you have to have attended day 1. So here are the announcements. So if you want a certificate, just produce the output. And I think everyone who is here has already attended yesterday. So this is no problem. Yeah, and besides that, maybe we should also announce that we had a logo competition, Mara and Rem. Yeah, maybe we should announce that also.
Yeah.
So there was the competition. You had to share pictures.
Yeah.
You could share a selfie with you and put the hashtag to it. We have an announcement of a winner, I think.
Yeah. I think it's 15 minutes. No, we still have 30 somewhere. So selfie with logos. But we will close it earlier than 11:30 a.m. Moscow City time, probably 11 a.m. Moscow City time. So post a selfie in your social media accounts and use the official hashtags. So hashtag data science for official statistics, hashtag YSISI for R, hashtag INSTAT for R. But we will appreciate it if you can also share your selfie with logos, even though the activity was already finished. Okay, so we have here some of the feedback from Rocky Marcelino from Institute of Statistics, Philippines. Wonderful course. Also, thank you for uploading the YouTube recording. Yes, really helpful for those who missed the first part. Thank you. And then for Agung Andiohaya, the workshop is really interesting. I can get another perspective on how to implement more various data science method on the official statistics product. And you guys invite a professional in this field, so this is great. If there is another workshop like this in the future, I am happy to join again. Great job. So if you want to hear more about our events, you can also, you might want to be part of our society, the ISI, and then follow us on Facebook and check our website. Anything to add from your end, Dr. Maria?
One moment.
Sir.
So we would like on our side, we would like to, on our side, to congratulate Yulia Nazarova with the event and thank you.
I'm going, Oh, thank you so much for yeah. This is great. This is great.
Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for your participation. I was very glad to see you, to meet you, and to give you our knowledge, our positive attention to the statistics. And I'd like to meet you on the World Statistical Congress this year and next year, and I'm sure that we will cooperate in statistical sphere, maybe in preparation the articles, the new research, and it would be very positive and useful for all of us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your great support in organizing this event, Mara, Madeline, Romy, and Peter, and all the members of your big team. It's really a great big job behind the scene, behind what we see. Thank you so much for such a nice poster, and thank you the participants for finding time to join us and to be with us. Thanks a lot. Stay in touch.
And our congratulations for all of you with the World Statistical Day, and our grateful and our thanks for President of the International Statistical Institute, John Banner, and for Radovan Krimpen. Thank you very much. Thank you them.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yes, we will have a picture together if you won't mind. So can we have a photo together, everyone? Please turn on your mic so that we can have a group picture. There. So we have 3 pages, okay? All right, so turn on your videos. Let's have a picture together. 1, are you ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Another one. So 1, 2, 3. Smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Thank you so much. But we have to present the certificate of appreciation to our speaker. Allow us to present this speaker to the certificate of appreciation to our speaker, Professor Dr. Elena Zorova, in recognition of invaluable services rendered as resource speaker and course developer for the training workshop on data science for official statistics using R software during October 27 to 28, 2020. So signed by yours truly, Liza and Kumia, Director of Institute of Statistics, University of the Philippines, Las Bañas, and then Ada Van Krimpen, Director of International Statistical Institute. We would also like to give the certificate of appreciation to our moderator, Dr. Maria Frilova, for serving as moderator during the training workshop on data science for official statistics using R software, and to Elvira Dubravsky for also serving as moderator during the training workshop on data science for official statistics using R software during this October 27 to 28, 2020, signed by yours truly, Liza and Camilla, Director of Institute of Statistics, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, Ada Van Krimpen, Director of International Statistical Institute. And of course, we would like to thank our guest speaker for today, Dr. Sergey Musikhin, for serving as our guest speaker for today, signed by also yours truly, Dr. Liza and Camilla and Ada Van Krimpen. And of course, we would also like to extend our thanks by giving this certificate of appreciation to all the organizers behind this webinar. On behalf of the young statisticians, we thank you. Ramon Cito G. Campbell, the Chair of Extension Committee of INSTAT, Professor Dr. Vitaly Minashkin, Vice Rector of Lenakovia Russian University of Economics, Maxim Ivanov, General Director of Analytical Center by Moscow City Government, Dr. Maria Frilova, Specialist of Analytical Center by Moscow City Government, and also from YSISI, Adi Rahman Suryo. He's the one making all these designs that we are seeing and also the video presentations. Thank you so much. Gahendra Vishwakarma, Holger Sevelos Valdivieso, Jack Isaac Aboy, Joyce Grajo, Marlene Weinower, Milika Markik, Peter Ogonienka, and from INSTAT Extension Committee, thanks to Hazel Remolacho, Lara Paul Ebel, Lisette Aguila, Maurice Borromeo, together with Adi. They are the one creating this posters. Rian Len Arlen, our host, and then Rosel Collado. Thank you so much. And then this will be your certificate of completion if you satisfy all the requirements we are looking for. So this will be the certificate of completion. So let me read this to you. Present this, the YS Young Statistician Analytical Center Institute of Statistics present the certificate of completion to name for completing 2-day training workshop on data science for official statistics using our software of Professor Dr. Elena Zarova. So October 27 to 28, 2020, signed by yours truly, Dr. Elena Zarova, the course author and developer, and Liza and Camilla, Director of Institute of Statistics, University of the Philippines, Los Baños. And lastly, we would like to award the winner for our event, Selfie with Logos, to Mr. Arniel Alderite. So are you here with us today? For the deadline of output, I think once you are done, you can just submit it in the evaluation form we provided. So the winner, are you here with us to take a picture with Dr. Professor Elena Zarova? Arniel Alderite, are you here?
Hello, ma'am. Yes po.
Yes. Wait, I'm looking for you in the crowd. Can you turn on your video? And then I'm going to there I saw you. Okay, so I'm going to ask Dr. Elena Zarova to take a picture with our winner if it's okay with you. Okay, so let's have a quick picture. Ready? Together with okay. Together with it's okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much there. So please wait for your photo to be uploaded in our website. Thank you so much, everyone. And that will conclude our webinar for today on behalf of the Young Statisticians Committee and on behalf, and of course, Sir Ramoncito Campbell, are you here? I think I saw him here somewhere. Did he make it? Because he has some appointment today. So, but he extends his thanks to everyone. Thank you so much. And Dr. Liza Camilla, are you here? Sir Mon, are you here? There. Okay, Sir Mon, you want to say something?
Hello. So on behalf of our Institute Director, Dr. Liza and Camilla, I would like to thank the young statisticians of the International Statistical Institute, headed by Professor Mara Sherlyn Talento, for giving us an opportunity to collaborate with your organization. The Institute is looking forward for having more collaborations with ISI. Also, I would like to thank the resource person, Dr. Professor Elena Zarova, together with her moderator, Dr. Maria Frolova, for giving us their time and sharing their expertise on the topic on data science for official statistics using R. And of course, I would like to thank the participants for attending the two-day training workshop. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So hope to see you in all our activities. So we have our World Statistics Congress on next year, that will happen next year. So that's all. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you. Bye, bye,
Thank
bye,
you.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you everyone for your participation.
Thank you.
Till our next event.
Thank you, Professor Alina.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm
Bye-bye.
taking
Have a nice day.
random
Bye-bye.
picture.
Congratulations, Mara.
Thank you for
Congrats, Mars.
everyone. Congrats to all the
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, INSTAT.
Good job, everyone.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you very much, all.
Yes. If you want to be part of the Young Statisticians, so please visit our website. Thank you.
Please keep safe and healthy, everyone.